come link with your boy, come link. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's link. We can watch a flick if your boy come link. We can joyride and explore link. Baby, come link with your boy, come link. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's link. We can watch a flick if your boy come link. We can joyride and explore.
You're now tuned into Linked Up with Lux.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Lux. Today's episode is called No Reaction, No Power. The art of letting people be stupid. Alright, so we're going to basically break down why reacting to stupidity is a losing game that drains your bank account of peace. When you give people a reaction, you give them free entertainment and you also give them control over your mood. This is about learning the art of the blank stare and understanding that not every clown deserves a circus. So why do we give it to them every single time? You got to realize that your silence is the ultimate boundary. All right. You got to treat your energy like actual cash, because when you get mad or try to correct someone's stupidity, you basically just handed them a $20 bill. Why are we making stupid people rich off our peace? You know, people literally will bait us just to try to get a reaction. And a lot of the time when people react, they're reacting based upon their own instability of emotions. You know what I'm saying? They're unstable. But if you tell them they're unstable, they're not going to understand that. They're not going to recognize it because they're going to make it seem like you're the problem. You're the one that's triggering them. Their feelings are valid because of what you did or what you're not doing, or because you're not trying to hear them out and you're not trying to listen to them. But at the end of the day, when you got your own stuff going on, people will try to make it seem like you are the root of their problem. And then here you are trying to explain, well, how is that true if this is why this is, and this is why this, and this happened because of this? And then what do? They bicker. They go back and forth. And now you're arguing. Now you see you took a conversation that you could have walked away from and protected your peace, and you decided to engage. You decided to add into it. So now here you are arguing with stupid. So now you both are stupid. Like, you have to learn to stop giving people that satisfaction, because some people are truly sick in the head that, yes, when they're in that moment, in the height of the moment, they might actually be expressing true emotions and true concerns and whatever, like it's an actual argument. But when you leave, they rub their hands together and they be like, yep, I got under his or her skin. I knew exactly what to say. I got them out of character. And some people are sick enough to think that that's a form of love. Oh, if they didn't care, they wouldn't react that way. Oh, if they didn't, really feel passionate about that, or, they wouldn't have reacted that way. Maybe I have a chance with this person. And that is sick. That's very, very sick. And you have to learn to literally be straight face. Because if someone's coming at you with this energy, I don't care if they're wrong. I don't care if you have proof that what they're saying is incorrect. People are wanting you to stoop to their level. I don't care if they say that Walmart is open 24 hours and you're like, no, they're literally not. And they're like, no, it is. Like, Walmart's open 24 hours. And you're like, it's not, because you just was there. So here you are talking about no, it's not. Like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yes, it is, Walmart. And here you are. I just said it's not open. What do you mean? And now here you are trying to prove why it's not open 24 hours. Here you are showing a Snapchat of you at Walmart closing at 11 p.m. Like, you're giving energy. And a lot of the time when we give that energy to those people, we have our own stuff going on, but then here we are steering away from our own problems to fuel stupidity, to fuel their craziness. And it's just like, when you don't react, it's the best feeling ever, because they can't affect you. I try to tell myself every single day, it's a new day. I want you to wake up, and just don't react. It can be not reacting to someone cutting you off in the morning. It can be not reacting to someone doing something stupid. Like, learning to retain your energy and protect your energy it must be amazing when you master it. Because when you get to that point, you are so powerful. Someone can literally call you and say the most stupidest, untrue stuff to you, and you're not even gonna bat an eye. You're just gonna be like, wow. But they're waiting for a reaction. Some people will literally come with drama on a platter and dump it right in front of you because they know the old you would have reacted to it. They know how to trigger you. They know how to get under your skin. And when you get to that point of just not letting it affect you, I promise you, you will be so much better, because the person that's coming to you, they're still going to be miserable. They literally skip dee doo that day to you with drama because they're trying to bait you. They're trying to get a reaction. And it's like, you have to understand, other people's problems are not your problems. So when you get to a point, obviously, when people are coming to you and saying, oh, well, things are like this because of you, your reaction, okay. Oh, well, my life is like this because you did this and this and this. Okay. Peace. You're at peace. You're not sitting there getting worked up. You're not sitting there getting stressed out. You're not sitting there going tit for tat, because there's been so many people in my life that just piss me off. And I say it every single time. It doesn't matter. This person always gets under my skin by simply existing, because they're always saying something stupid. And I'm not mad just because they're saying stupid stuff, because, hey, they're stupid. But I'm mad because it's like, you really think like this? This is really your mindset? You really don't see how I tried to help you? You're flipping the script and making it seem like I'm the problem? And that is what boils me, because it's like, how do you not see the obvious signs that are right in front of your face, that I was there for you, that I tried to help you, if you listen to me, whatever, explaining, over explaining? Dead it. Don't do it. Waste of time, waste of energy. People are not stupid. They are stupid, but they're not stupid. People, let's just see how we can word this. People are stupid, but they're not unaware. Okay? They're aware of situations and circumstances, and some people may not comprehend. Because we try to put everybody on pedestals and be like, hey, like, I explained it to them, whatever, they should be able to comprehend it. But some people genuinely are a little slow. So here you are constantly, every time this person comes around, every time they have a conversation, every time whatever happens, every time something comes up and comes out their mouth, you're literally defending yourself, or you're explaining, over explaining. You're trying to literally tell this person, like, why do you think this way? When you get to a point when you literally tell a person, like, how do you not understand? Why do you think like that? Like, you're upset because they're stupid, and they're telling you, I'm not stupid, you're stupid. And you're sitting here literally with the proof, with the facts, and you're just shaking your head because you're baffled that someone can literally be so naive and be so ignorant and be so gullible and walk on this planet. They don't deserve to walk into your path. They need to take a detour. So when you don't give people energy, when you don't react, you will be so much better. I don't care what it is. It can be work. Your boss can be tripping. Don't react. And I'm not saying be soft. I'm not saying don't speak up for yourself. But a lot of the time, when we do decide to engage and respond, we pivot away from productivity. There's so many things that we could have put that energy into. I don't care if it's 2 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes. If someone is saying something stupid to you, don't react. And that even goes into text messages. Stop communicating with people who clearly don't help with your purpose. They're not supportive of your purpose, and they're just draining. All that's just dead weight. If you're texting somebody, even if it's just casual here and there, hi, bye, you're giving them energy that you can be channeling and putting into something else. I don't care if you're just trying to keep the peace. I don't care if they just sent you a picture of your kid. If you know that this person has caused you nothing but stress, nothing but a freaking heartache and headache, or whatever your personal circumstance is, don't feel like you have to do anything. You don't have to do anything at all. Your silence is your peace. Your peace should be your priority. I don't care how they're going to react. Oh, well, if I stop engaging, they're going to be like this. Okay, they're stupid. Oh, if I stop doing like this, they're going to act like this. Great. Let them be miserable. Because what do they say? Misery loves company. So if you allow this person to drag you down simply just because you're afraid of the dynamic switching, when you know this is not a peaceful situation, when you know that there's always drama, you're giving them access to you. When you start restricting access to people who clearly cannot help you, and they're always causing stress, they're always confrontational, they're always trying to bring up problems, they're always trying to make problems, they're always trying to be dramatic, cut them off. I promise you, you will not regret it, and stop reacting. They send you something stupid. Oh, why? Woo woo woo. Don't respond. Silence. Give them bare minimum energy, because it's not your problem to fix their problems. I don't care if they say it involves you or not. If it's not peace, if it's not making you no money, if it's not putting you into a better predicament and situation, then you need to learn to let it go. Simply walk away and protect your energy. Please work on that. And that's, again, it goes with everyday activities. When you're on the road, someone's driving stupid, what do? We react, oh my God, this dumb, blah, blah, blah. Then you might give them the finger. Learn to not react. Now, I'm not saying like if they're on your butt and they're being crazy and stuff like that. I mean, do what you got to do, move around, let them go around. If they don't go around, then hey, you might have to get on a fight. But that's besides the point. I'm just saying, when it comes to other people, we need to be aware of what other people are doing around you at all times. You need to be vigilant, and you need to be able to protect yourself. But if you're constantly giving energy because somebody decided to well, I'm not going to say accidentally, but someone cut you off and you're sitting there, don't react. Keep your music on, straight face. You protected your energy. I promise you, you're going to feel a million times better knowing that you didn't stoop to that level. That's why you need to pay attention. You need to expect the unexpected. Because when you expect stupidity, you're not going to be upset about it. If you expect someone to say something stupid, you're not going to be angry because you expected it. Now, if stupidity slaps you in the face out the blue and you weren't really expecting it, and today was supposed to be a good day, and all of a sudden someone comes with some stupid drama, you're going to react and be upset. And now here you are with this negative energy. Always try to diffuse situations, but don't diffuse situations that involve people who come to you trying to be problematic. It's not your job to be a problem solver. Again, they bring stupidity. You just dilute yourself. Okay, that's it. Don't sit there and be like, well, it's like, that's too much. You've already said too much. Dilute it. Dilute yourself, dilute your response, because when you don't give people energy to literally have to go off of anything, and you're just like, hey, whatever, it is what it is, I'm unbothered, they're gonna be upset. They're gonna be like, wait, why is this person not like engaging back? Like, I used to be able to get under their skin by saying this, and now they're just not doing anything. They're gonna go into a frenzy because they're gonna be like, wait, what happened? What's wrong? What changed? What do you mean what's wrong? You're the problem. You're the one causing me stress. You're the one causing me drama. You're the one disrupting my peace. You're the one that's the reasoning why I'm in the hole here, and I'm just trying to move on with my life, and you do you, and you be stupid, and that's just what it is, and whatever. People are gonna say stupid stuff. People are going to do stupid things, but at the end of the day, as long as you are protecting your peace, your energy, you will be okay. Stop reacting. If it's your baby mama, if it's your homeboy, your homegirl, your friend, whoever, a stranger, a coworker, stop giving energy. Stop feeding into drama. Stop feeding into gossip. If someone's talking about somebody else, don't stoop down to their level and engage. That's not your problem. If it's not making you no money, you don't need to be involved. If it's not helping you and uplifting you, you do not need to be involved. If it doesn't involve uplifting other people, you do not need to be involved. And I'll tell you, I hung up on people plenty of times, and people always try to say, you're emotional. Oh, why are you in your feelings? Why are you mad? I'm not mad. You're just literally disrupting my peace, and I don't got time for it. You ever just been on the phone with somebody and they're sitting there going on and on and on, and they're saying this and accusing you of this and saying, oh, whoa, what's this? Or they're just being combative over nothing. Oh, so what is this? Or da 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 da. And you're just like, look, you got a lot of emotions right now. I'm not trying to deal with that. Click, and you call it what you want. You can call me soft. You can say I'm not trying to, address problems, but your problems that you're trying to address, you're failing to realize that you are the issue. You are the problem. You are the root of the source. So what do I look like going back and forth with you when you're literally the reasoning why we're even having this conversation to begin with? If I'm sitting here going back and forth with you and you're saying stupid stuff, and now I'm getting out of character because I'm trying to defend myself because you're lying and you're just saying stupid stuff off the top of your head, look at me. Now we're both stupid. Now people are looking at me walking by or driving by, and this is my energy. Oh, what do you mean? It's not even like that. You don't understand. Too much. Too much. I didn't give you too much energy. I didn't give you too much of my time. I didn't stoop to your level, and you're matching my energy because I'm matching your energy. And where are we getting with this? And it's always the worst when you have people that they allow that to happen, and then afterwards, they act like it didn't happen. They look at it like it's normal. They look at it like, hey, like that's okay. We had an argument. No, forget we had an argument. You pissed me off. Oh, well, it's okay. Like, move on. Like, that was 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. And that's 10 minutes of peace that I no longer have, 10 minutes of energy that I wasted trying to go back and forth with you. People, toxic people, will always try to make it seem like their arguments were valid, like it was justified, or it's no big deal. You stooped me down to a level of this just grossness that I never wanted to be. You got me out of character. You made me react a certain way. And being a guy, it's worse because if you can get a guy to that point, it's like, all right, like you're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be able to diffuse. You're supposed to be able to lead. And here you are bickering, going back and forth with someone, a woman specifically. It's like, that's weak. That's weak. And then it's like, some women, they expect the man to just take all of their abuse, their verbal abuse, and they'll just, and they expect the man to just be like, okay. But that's a different type of defusing. That type of okay is like, I'm accepting it. This is how she is. I'm going to allow her to be how she wants to be. No, this needs to be, this is how you are. This is what I'm trying to get away from. And obviously, you're not willing to work on yourself. You're not reflecting and realizing that how you're talking to me is a problem. You're not reflecting and realizing that how you're talking it's confrontational. It's toxic. It's not healthy. You see what I'm saying? I'm protecting my energy because what you're saying, it doesn't matter what I say back to you. You're not understanding. You're not understanding how stupid you sound. You're not understanding that you're sitting here being confrontational and bringing all this drama up when I'm literally just trying to live a peaceful life. All right. Do not tolerate disrespect. Sit in silence. Silence is your power. I promise you, once you master that, you will be so much better in life, and nobody can tell you anything, work on controlling your anger, controlling your reactions. Stop being so impulsive. And I know there's situations where you're on the phone and people are saying certain things. You need to relax. Genuinely, if you sense that somebody is getting to a point and they're rising, their temperature's rising, learn how to just be like, hey, it seems like you got a lot going on right now. I'm not in the mood to hear that or whatever, and cut it off. Boom. Who cares what they say? You're not willing to talk. You're not willing to. You're right. Because I don't want to engage in this conversation. Well, how are we going to fix a problem if you're not willing to sit down and have a conversation? Us yelling at each other is not a conversation. I can hear you all day long, but I know that what you're saying is stupidity. So what's the point? Okay, I got my own things going on in life. You can feel however you feel. It doesn't matter what I tell you because you're still going to feel passionate about whatever it is that you're expressing. So what are we talking about? Live your life. I'm going to live mine, and you can leave me alone, and you continue to be slow and stupid. That's it. That's all. Anyways, like I said, master giving no response. Let people be stupid. Let people tell on themselves. Allow people to continue to show you who they really are. And I'm just telling you, when they show you, and they will, all you have to do is listen. I promise, just simply you shut up and listen, and they will show you exactly who they are. I don't want to hear no excuses. It was just a bad day they were having. Oh, they had a stressful day at work. If a grown adult can't regulate their own emotions, that's a personal problem, and that has nothing to do with you, and it's not your job to sit there and protect them. That's all I'm saying. It's your boy Lux. I'm out.